Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Parrot. If you've been watching my channel, you probably know I'm a big fan of on-chain data analysis. But most people tend to say that on-chain data analysis is useless because it's very slow. In today's video, I'm going to show you specific on-chain analysis data that is actually usable for trading with bots. We're going to be using the percentage of addresses that are currently in a profit or in a loss as an entry for our bot. By the end of the video, I'll show you all the details of this particular strategy on daily chart, which is very profitable. We're going to use a new indicator called the Cyclic RSI that came from yesterday's live stream that I did with Justin. He was praising this particular RSI, so we are also going to take the chance of seeing how profitable is this particular version. We're going to combine it with events, which means that we're going to be able to define a series of chronological events to enter in our trades. Guys, if this is the kind of content that you like to watch, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, enable that notification bell so you get notified every time I publish one of these videos. And the two best things that you can do to help this channel, you know what it is. Watch the video until the very end and do not go anywhere without giving us a comment down below. Thanks so much for helping the channel, and let's get right into the content. This is the chart of Bitcoin. I'm going to set it to the daily and I'm going to show you where to find this data. For that, we're going to hit the plus button at the top and you're going to type BTC in out. Make sure you put an underscore in between. And you're going to see these results here. There are 6 different symbols. This one tells you the number of addresses in profit or out of profit. These are the break-even positions, and then you're going to have the same but in percentages. The one we need to select is the one that says in percentage, and instead of just clicking on it, we're going to select new pane so we have it separate from the price. We can immediately identify that there's some relation between tops and a very high percentage of wallets being in profit. And the same goes with the bottoms. For example, here, the best entry in this full chart is entering at the bottom of the COVID crash, and that sends us to around 26% of all wallets in the Bitcoin network being only in profit. That leaves almost 70-something% that are in a loss. So one idea I had to be able to find a good entry using this sort of information was to just an RSI below and then connecting the source to the close of my own chain data. By doing that, this RSI is calculated based on this percentage, which is pretty cool. We can also change the RSI length to 7 to get something that reacts quicker with the price. And then if we zoom in, we're going to find all the times that the RSI was below 30 and crossing above, or we can also look into the times when that happens crossing at the same time the moving average of the RSI. And then if we focus on the price above, we're going to see that most of the times those are very decent entries. But since yesterday we had this live stream with Justin talking about the Lorentzian classification, he gave me an idea and I thought, why not trying the Cyclic RSI, which is an alternative version of RSI that uses the time and the cycles of uptrends and downtrends to have a better version. It's also an editor's pick, and you can find it by searching by Cyclic RSI. Is this one by stock markets? Add it to your chart and you're going to see that it looks like it's got some bands, like Bollinger Bands, around the movements of the RSI. I find it fascinating, but my first struggle is that I cannot connect it with my on-chain data because it doesn't have any source. Do not worry, because thanks God this is open source. So we click on source code, we're going to find this code here, and voila, we can just change this variable and we can connect it with our data, and that's all that we need to do. So let's get that done in less than 30 seconds. Click on create working copy, and we are using PineScript 4. So let's call directly the function security. Within these quotes, we just need to tap on in-out money in percentage. Let's copy this symbol to the clipboard and let's paste it here. The next parameter is the resolution, and I'm going to leave it in the default, which is timeframe.period. That's going to match with the chart timeframe. And in the expression, I'm going to write down close. Do not get confused. This close is not the close from the price, it's close from the percentage of addresses in profit. So let's save this change. We are done. Let's give it a name and let's add it to the chart. We can remove the one on the top and now it's tracking BTC. But in this experiment, what we are going to backtest is Ethereum. So let's change the chart to Ethereum on Binance. And again, let's edit the code. And now we need to change the on-chain data to track Ethereum. So before we change the code, let's click again on the symbol here and let's change this BTC with Ethereum. As long as we get a result here in this box, it means that it's supported. There's also support for Cardano, but for example, they don't have XRP, they don't have Solana, which is fine. We can just stick to Ethereum. Select that one and it's going to update the data. Now it's tracking the percentage of addresses that are in profit in the Ethereum network. Since I won't use the traditional RSI, I will remove it from the chart. And now if you remember, we changed the code of the Cyclic RSI to track BTC, but I actually needed to track Ethereum. So let's look at the code again, delete BTC and write out ETH and then save. After you save, the Cyclic RSI should refresh and we should be ready to go to start backtesting. For backtesting, I'm going to use Absoluteno. Absoluteno is available to all observers. You can find it in my website, thetradingparrot.com, and you can claim your trial and even give it a go. You can even give it a go for free while you're watching this video. Just bear in mind that I'm also going to use some plugins, and some of those plugins are only available to VIP subscribers. But if this video gets 100 comments, I'm gonna add to the description some discount codes so you can get the VIP as well for free. I'll do that as soon as we get to 100 comments. Let's pull in Absoluteno, this one here, and what we're going to do is use the external signals to take the entries. So let's prepare the entry first. My entry is going to be every time that the Cyclic RSI is crossing above the lower band, which is this blue line around here. So for that, I'm gonna use the first plugin, which is called Conditions. This one here. Let's add one of them first and let's select the Cyclic RSI. And we're gonna say that when the Cyclic RSI is crossing above the lower band from the Cyclic RSI like this, we're gonna get a signal. So you can immediately see where are the signals and we can connect it as a source for my entry. In this particular strategy, I'm not going to use any sort of DCA. I'm just going to use take profit and stop loss. For that, I'm going to set a base order of 1000 and no safety orders. So change this to 0 and I'm going to go here to the funding and set it to 1000. I'm going to set my take profit to 3 ATR and my stop loss to 2.2. So now we are reaching around 200%, but I think that we can do better than this. In fact, when I finished doing my backtesting that took me just about half an hour, I managed to get it to 440%. I think there can still be some improvements here with the max drawdown, but I want to show you step by step how I got to double that initial performance. One of the things that worked really well was to go to the Cyclic RSI and get the dominant cycle length to just 10. Bear in mind that that's going to create many more signals of lower quality, but that was quite helpful since now we are at 300%. So how are we going to get the next 100% of profits? When I was looking at the entries, I noticed this is the moment you can say where there's a lot of people in a loss and they are starting to enter the area of profits. But that moment might not necessarily coincide with the best technical entry. We could call this our on-chain data entry, which is flagging that a good time is coming, but the precise time to enter might not be just that. Maybe it's a few candles after. So here is where it's going to get really interesting because I'm going to pull in an RSI, which is just technical analysis, and I'm going to combine it with the on-chain data analysis, and they are not going to trigger concurrently. In fact, my expectation is going to be that I'm going to enter right after people start getting in profit, and I'm going to wait for the RSI to confirm that, and that's going to happen a few days after. And that's something that we are only going to be able to achieve by using another one of the plugins, which is called Events. Events is going to allow me to say, I want this to happen and I want this other thing to happen a few candles after. So let's get into that. Let's bring the RSI first. I'm going to write ADB because I'm going to look for one of the other plugins. In this case is the RSI, and I'm going to look for areas where we are greater than 30. So all I'm looking for is a confirmation that we have exit the oversold area. This is still not connected with the backtesting. Now I'm going to pull in Events, which is one of the latest plugins that we released. And if you click on Events here, the top event is going to be the one that triggers actually the deal. Event 1 is the most recent one, and event 5 is the older event. So my entry is going to be based on the TA. In this case, is my RSI being above 30. That's going to trigger the deal, but I'm going to require that a few candles before people just started becoming profitable. So I'm going to point here to my conditions signal, which is this signal here. So this event will happen first, followed by the RSI. I'm going to allow a few days for these signals to overlap. In this case, 20 days. So we are looking for areas where there was a lot of people in a loss. And during the next 20 days, we're going to look for that confirmation that we are exiting the oversold area. Now we need to go to Absoluteno and we need to change the entry condition, which is no longer just the people being in a loss, but now is a sequence of events. By doing that, you can see that we have increased now this to 442%. We can experiment again with the cycle. We could change this to 20, and you can see that that significantly damages the performance. So let's leave it at 10. I can see that we have a percentage profitable of 55%. If I was to use this strategy, I will probably spend some time to maybe increase that over 60, over 70. You don't need a very high win rate, but the fact that this is coming together with some drawdown of 30%, I think there's an opportunity there to improve it even further. I will consider using potentially some volume. I will also consider playing a little bit further with the greater than, maybe a 40 or a 50 might reduce this max drawdown. Of course, it's always a trade-off because that also takes away some of the profits. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this particular strategy, learned something new. If you did, leave me a comment down below and a like. And remember that once this video gets 100 comments, you can remind me to add the discounts codes to this video, so you can access not just Absoluteno with the trial, but also all the VIP plugins for free. If you want to copy this particular chart as well, I'm gonna leave a link in the description with an article so you can copy everything. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.